Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Mass Effect. Well, as we have just finished up with the last of the Quarian outposts, we have found a fair bit of data and we're going to go ahead and drop that off to Tali. And we know she's quite invested as a Quarian with the Geth, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to have a quick chat with her and see exactly what she wants with it, as I'm sure she definitely does. So, let's see. At the moment, Garrus is having a look at the Mako. Ashley's over there as well. Let's make our way down to the engineering room. And here we are. There's Tali. Oh, and apparently we can even have a look at the core charge status. Alright, well, I suppose the more you know. We'll go ahead and take that. And here we go. Let's have a chat with Tali.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Saren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Alright, so there we go. Making a fresh copy of the data should be good. Let's go ahead and have a chat to our requisitions officer too. We have marked a whole heap of stuff as junk, and we've purchased some licenses, so let's see what he has.
Looking for supplies?
Yes.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, so you know what? Realistically, I think we can... Oh, actually... we got a nice $1.2 million in the bank. Well, let's go ahead and sell all junk. We've gone through and that should be fine. So we'll go ahead and get that done. Sell all the junk? Yes, we shall. It does look like... Oh, we still have a lot of armor upgrades and things. Let's go ahead and see. Can we explore by name? There we go. Is there anything here that we want to tag? So we've got armor upgrades, that's 6. We've got some 4s. Let's go ahead and get rid of one of the lower ones. We might want 2 depending. Let's see, armor piercing rounds, we'll keep them. Ammunition, chemical rounds, combat scanners, okay. We've got a 7, 6. Alright, we can probably go ahead and drop down the 5s and the 4s. And then, let's see, cryo rounds, we'll keep all of those for now. And, we've got a bunch of energized weave. Let's keep 3. Yeah, let's keep 3 of those. Everything else we can drop those off. Exoskeletons, we'll keep the 6s. We'll drop off anything lower. And then, what else do we have? Ammo, shotgun. We'll keep these. You never know. And then, what else do we have? Incendiary rounds. Yeah, we've got a few of those to choose from. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3 of those. Let's go ahead and drop off the lower tiered ones. I think we already have some equipped, so that should be fine. And then I guess we'll go ahead and do the same thing with the kinetic buffer. Anything lower than a 5 should be fine. Kinetic stabilizer, again, anything under a 5 should be good to get rid of. And then medical interfaces, we'll keep the top 2 and we'll get rid of the remainder. It does have a little bit of health regen and toxin resistant, but again, it's not something that we're using too much, so I think that's worth leaving. And then I guess we've got a whole bunch of polonium rounds as well. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we will drop those, and that should be fine. Let's see, proton rounds. Yeah, let's just go for everything under 5. I think that seems like the best choice. Oh, radioactive rounds. You know what? We've only got the one of them, it seems. We'll keep that where it is. Shield modulators. We'll keep those. Shredder rounds. I guess we'll get rid of a couple. And then I think... What is this? Yeah, we just have a couple of tungsten rounds, which I think we'll keep since we do have a lot of robotic enemies. Yeah, 4 of those should be sufficient. We'll go ahead and we'll sell that junk as well. That brings us just up to 2 million credits. So does that leave us anything we really want to get our hands on? So let's see, sniper rifles. We could... let's see, what have we got? 134? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Okay, it looks like we might be... We could buy another assault rifle, which is the same as ours, but I think we don't really need to equip that for anybody yet. We can let the rest of the crew catch up. Pistol-wise, that's all good. Okay, it looks like we got some pretty solid gear already, so nothing's going to make a huge difference. Although this would give us a whole heap of extra armor. Not as much tech and biotic, but it would certainly be a sizable increase to our shielding. Curious. Okay, well, you know what? I think for now we might just hold off with what we've got. I like what we have, and yeah, unless something really stands out to us, we may as well hold on to our money for something nice and sizable. Alright, well, you know what, since we've had a chat to Tyler, let's go ahead and check in with some of the others who we haven't talked to. We haven't chatted to Garrus, so let's see if we can get to know him a little bit better.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
So it looks like we get a bit of experience for that as well. Also, I don't know why, but his voice line seemed particularly quiet. But either way, we'll leave that there. Let's go ahead and have a chat to Ashley as well. I don't think we've chatted to the crew down here in the lower levels.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
I come from a military family too. My parents were both Navy. Anybody in your family we might know?
Couldn't say, Commander. We probably have a lot in common. You join up to carry on the tradition?
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold bricking.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh Lord, you went to the Macapag boot camp too? Yeah, Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Alright, and then I guess we can check in with Rex as well.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Right, I guess that's everybody, so let's go ahead and we'll make our way back up to the command center. And then, let's see, we probably have a couple of things we need to do. We've got a couple of missions to drop back off at the Citadel. I believe we need to inform Anasari about her sister and some other people as well. But what we'll do is, I believe that we do have at least a mission or two more while we're here. So what have we got here? We've got... yeah, okay, so we need to go ahead and speak to them. I believe, what do we need? Privateers. Okay, so a man named Gareth asked us to look for his missing brother a while ago. So, traveling through the strenuous system. Okay, let's see. That's in the Horsehead Nebula. Easy enough. Let's go ahead and...
Message from Admiral Hackett, Commander. Patching it through.
We just received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
Alright, so let's go ahead. Horsehead Nebula. That is... somewhere. Okay, yep, near Novaria. So that's not where we're going right now. We're heading out over here. We'll go ahead and travel over there, and we'll see what we can find. Alright, so no signs of anything too crazy. Let's go ahead and have a quick look. We can survey a few things. Another medallion. Your scan uncovered an ancient deep space probe slowly orbiting the planet. Tali brought it on board, dismantled it, and found a League of One medallion hidden in its payload. Okay, well that's cool. What about over here? No, nothing of note. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, so we found the ship. That is excellent. We will go ahead and check that out, but as always, we will make sure that we scan everything first, as I am, not wanting to miss anything. Alright, another gas deposit surveyed, and that's not bad. Some more helium will do well, and here we go. Let's see where the Majesty is going. Majesty is a modular conveyor of human design. The ship is derelict, all compartments are exposed to space, and the fusion plant is leaking. The damage is consistent with ship-mounted mass-accelerated fire. Okay, let's go ahead and scan. A faint trail of radioactive particles, possibly exhaust from a sub-light nuclear engine drive, leads towards the nearby planet. Okay, well then, I guess maybe someone hit the escape pods. Let's go ahead and see what's down here. So, it doesn't look too hospitable. There is a cold hazard there, so let's make sure that our helmets are tightly fit, and we do not let any of that cold in. So, let's bring... who do we want to bring? Let's bring Caden for some tech, and then maybe... you know what? We actually haven't taken out a human squad for a while. Let's go ahead and drop down all Alliance members. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so where are we and what have we got? Looks like we've got the a mercenary camp, some anomalies. Okay, so what I think we'll do is maybe we do a bit of a zigzag. We'll head southeast, and then we'll go ahead and work our way up, kind of zigzag back and through. I think that's probably the easiest way to do things. Yeah, unless, let's see, yeah, that should be the quickest way to travel. So, that's fine. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. Actually, is there... I'm guessing that the abandoned camp is the one that we can see on our radar. So, yeah, we're not going to go investigate that first one we can see. But either way, we'll make our way across. Luckily for us, it does seem relatively flat, so we should be able to traverse this without too much trouble. And having those little jet boosters never goes astray. Alright, so what have we got here? Well, it looks like we've got a downed shuttle of some kind. Okay. It appears this person was trying to mark the nearby mineral deposit when he died or was killed. Okay, so that's a, maybe a bit of a warning. Let's jump on into the Mako and drive on up. And again, no signs of any trap or anything. Yeah, unlikely that there's still whoever it was in the area. Alright, let's go ahead and we will now backtrack our path. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, no signs of any life anywhere, although, hang on a second. Yeah, the abandoned camp. Not sure if not sure if the solar panels are going to be doing too much out here, but who knows. If it's enough power, it's enough power. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump out. What have we got here? Generator we can activate. There appears to be no one left at this camp. The generator is still functioning, but there are no signs of the former occupants. The camp's computer notes several locations of interest. Okay, so I'm glad we did swing by here. At least we can get more information. Looks like there is a couple of deposits for us. We will go ahead and collect them, but again, first things first, let's head to the anomaly, the debris, and then the mercenary camp? Yeah, I think that should be fine. Alright, oh, and it looks like we may or may not have just destroyed some rather sensitive solar panels. That said though, who knows? In the future, maybe they have made them a little bit more robustly. Because I doubt modern ones would have been able to survive a Mako hitting it like that. Alright, let's get some speed and see if we can clear this hill. And it does look like we can. Alright, nothing but more snow. What do we have? Do we have any... Oh, what is this? More debris? Yeah, ancient debris. Okay, so far older. Let's see if we can recover a decent artifact. An insignia. Okay, from an old model freighter. Part of it is marked with the Chatai Outpost insignia. Okay.
Ready.
Well, more money is always good. We'll take that. We'll go ahead and... I guess we'll make our way down to the debris that we have spotted. Oh, and it actually looks like there might be two markers of interest over here. Okay. I'm glad we're checking that out, although... Could be dangerous. Yep, that's what I thought it was. We have ourselves a good old thresher more. Alright, let's just make sure that we're on the move there. Let's not get hit. I know that this thing can be rather annoying to deal with. Looks like its accuracy isn't too great right now. Alright, let's just keep on moving. Let's try and maintain that speed. Alright, you know what? We're actually doing pretty good against this thing. This is probably least amount of damage we have taken when dealing with one of these things. Oh, I say that as you get hit, but you know what? It's okay. Oh. It's a rather angry Thresher Maw, and it's chasing us. Come on, let's take down those sensory tentacles. Come on now. Still being chased. That's a devious thing. Come on, let's see if we can cut this thing off. Come on, just gotta pop your... Pop up. And there we go. Alright, fantastic. Whew. You know what? Minimal damage. That is nice to see. Alright, let's jump on out. Definitely well worth out getting paid for destroying those things. They are an awful blight. And so to be able to... Oops. To be able to get rid of some of them, that is ideal. Oops. Come on now. Bypass failed? Let's try that again. There we go. Alright, combat scanners, incendiary explosives and cryo rounds. All good things. And then... what have we got? Could make our way to the mercenary camp. We've got the wreckage. I suppose, you know what, it's about just as easy to get to one or the other. Let's go ahead and check out the anomalies first before we attack the mercenaries. I'm sure the mercenaries will just assume that our presence here means that they're in trouble. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll deal with them last. Maybe if we can find information as to what we need, we may not need to necessarily be prepared for hostile negotiations. But we'll figure it out as we go. Alright. Let's see, back past the Turian wreckage. And then up and over the hill. Let's see, can we get anything from this vantage point? Yeah, I'm guessing that's the outpost there. Alright, so I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. But until then, we still have money to be made and deposits to be found. That will do nicely. Alright, and here we go. What have we got? Oh, let's not park directly on top. Cobalt. Very needed. Alright, fantastic. More money, more XP, and then let's travel to the anomaly and then we'll back our way around. Alright. Oh, a little bit of a bumpy drop, but it looks like we're all good. And what is this that we have? The beacon was a Geth trap. Okay, well, isn't that just delightful? Let's go ahead and go for a little bit of a drive over them. Oh, let's deal with them. Not so quick to hit us when we've run over them. Yeah, good amount of weapons force there. Alright, and then... ooh, that actually hit our shields. I thought we might have had that one locked down, but I guess not. Alright, come on. Forwards, Mako. Alright. And there we have it. Wouldn't like to be anybody else in that situation, but we are well and truly prepared. Alright, so you know what? Maybe the mercenaries may not be too friendly given the fact that Geth are in the area. Either that or they could be mercenaries working with Saren, so since we know that that is definitely a thing that he does. Oh well, either way. Luckily, we only lost a little bit of shielding. Nothing we do not get back for free, so... I guess we're all good in that department. Alright, and then what have we got? Oh, okay. It's a bit of a steep slope, but it'll work. Let's see, palladium. Let's go ahead and get that done. Again, more money, more XP. And then let's just quickly drive our way out. And then... here we go. I believe that's where we are headed. Yep, okay. That is our destination that we have in mind. We'll scope it out. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and climb this... this hill over here. We might get a good vantage point. And then, who knows? We might be able to mitigate some trouble. Turrets? Yep, okay. Fairly standard there. We'll dodge those shots. And then... go ahead and deal with them. Alright, there's still probably some more. Yeah, there are. Do those... Alright, we're able to hit them fairly comfortably. It looks like they've got some snipers out the front as well. You know what? Realistically, I don't think there's too much trouble that they can achieve now that we've taken out their turrets. So let's just go for a good old drive-by. And then... oh, you know what? Main cannon also works pretty good. Yep, main cannon works very good. Alright, well then, in that case, let's go ahead and park. We'll drop that there. And then let's see who is inside. Alrighty-o. Let's see. Containments. More containment. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and step back for a second. We'll pop that off just before we go. I know that they know that we're here, so it's not like it's a huge issue one way or the other. We just want... oh dear. Okay. Don't know what your thoughts are. Why you're using a sniper rifle indoors is a little beyond me. Let's go ahead and we'll throw that mercenary back. And then we'll just go with some overkill. Apparently we are not in a position to fire at them. Alright, Krogan, let's go ahead and we'll lift you up. We'll then go for some overkill. We'll go with... actually, no, we don't even need anything. Let's just go ahead and focus. Alright, our weapon is a little bit hot. Let's quickly fire off an adrenaline burst. Same over there, and then let's go with some neural shock. That'll incapacitate for a second. Knock him down. Alright, everyone's health seems okay. Yeah, as I said, sniper rifles indoors, not the best idea. Oop. Unless you're maybe in a solid vantage point like that. But let's go ahead and let's throw... there we are. Alright, and that seems to be everybody.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Yeah, no more contacts. Alright, let's holster our weapons. Holster our weapons. And then we'll see what goodies they have left for us. And then... there we go. Shotguns, sniper rifles. Alright, fair enough. That can't be too bad. And then I guess while we're here... disposal. Oh yeah, Medigel. Then what about these? Any lockers? Nope. I guess we're heading upstairs. Yeah. Alright, oh, and just because we can. Alright, and let's go ahead and check out upstairs. And that should be pretty good. Everyone seems fairly content. Got some power junctions, but again, they're not an issue. Come on, let's see. Any... oh, okay, there's the captain's body. Alright, anomaly identified. You have discovered the corpse of Captain Willem of the MSV Majesty. His stiff fingers are wrapped tightly around a small data pad. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to hand that off to the brother. We'll access the computer, and we will see what's in the weapons locker. And there we have it. More weapons. And I guess that's all you could really ask for. Yeah. Alright, oh, and you know what? Hang on a second. Is this... Yeah, this crate is accessible. Very nice. Alright. Money. Always good. More money, more good. Alright, let's go ahead and... Did we get a level up? Yes, we did get those sounds. Let's see. Let's advance... What do we wish? Increase shield capacity. Could also vehicle repair. That's not bad. Could go for some more first aid. Advanced neuro shock. Actually, that wasn't too bad before. Yeah, it knocked out the Krogan for a second, but that did give us the chance we needed. Maybe we go ahead and we boost this further. Either that or maybe... Actually, you know what? Lift could be rather good. Yeah, we're more likely to be able to use lift with a whole bunch of enemies. That's a pretty good area of effect. Oh, and Ashley Williams has not had points put in for a bit. Let's see. Could go for adrenaline burst. Could go for some carnage. You know what? We'll go ahead and upgrade that shotgun skill there. So we've got that unlocked. And then... Let's go ahead and... First aid could be good. Make that a bit better. Or... Assault training? Or more health. You know what? Yeah, reduces health damage by 90%. Does not reduce damage to shields. Yeah, you know what? Increasing health by a good couple of percentage points. That's probably not a bad plan. That'll do. And then we're all good. Alright, so let's double check our journey. Let's see. Privateers. So we need to talk to Gareth and let him know what happened there. And then it looks like we found all of the gases we need for the UNC. Yeah, those valuable minerals. We've done pretty good on those so far. So that's not bad. Alright, well, either way, let's go ahead and we'll get back to the Mako. We'll double check that no one else is here. We might also go ahead and double check that Caden and Ashley have the right weapons. Just making sure that they are, you know, they're up to date with all of the goods that we've got. And then we'll return to the Normandy. Alright, so let's get into the vehicle to get out of the cold. Let's go ahead and hand off some equipment. Caden, let's check your armor. Yep, you're all good. Biotic amp. Cooldown bonus boosts, but again, that's just not that amazing. Sniper rifle, we can go ahead and boost. What have we got? 193. We've got some that are doing 200. Sure, you know what? We'll give you the upgrade. I don't know why you'd be using it, but if you do, you can. And then, you know what? Let's also go ahead and throw on... what have we got? Some kind of ammo? Yeah, let's just chuck on some basic cryo rounds. That'll be fine. And then that should be all good. Pistol-wise, we can improve a few things. Actually, you know what? We should double check that we've got the best things first. Yeah, here we go. 240. That is much, much nicer. And then we also have another mod we can chuck on there. Let's go with a... rail expansion. What have we got? Combat Sensor 1. Let's... we can definitely trash that. Let's just upgrade that, and then we'll go... I don't know, maybe... We'll go with a kinetic stabilizer. That'll be fine. Shotgun 208. That is an improvement. 220. Sure, we'll go ahead and take that too. What have we got here? We've got recoil damper. And then we have hammerhead rounds, which we can swap out for toxic stuff. That should be fine. And then over here we have... Let's go with a rail extension. That seems decent. Yeah, so that we've got that maxed out. And then I think we're good with the assault rifle for now. Technically this is slightly more accurate, but ever so slightly. It also says pulse, and I don't really like burst fire weapons, so we're going to ignore that. Actually, let's go ahead and hand you a... You know what? I don't like it, but you can use it. A pulse rifle, that'll be fine. And then... Oh, actually, you can't have any upgrades on that. Huh, curious. Alright, and then let's see. 208, 207. You're fine. Pistol. 208 yet again. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll give you the upgrade. And then... Anything else? 219? Actually, we might give that to Garrus if at all possible. So let's go to 181 since Garrus gets a whole bunch of upgrades to his damage as a Turian agent. And then... Oh, maybe we upgrade her armor as well. Go to 252? Slightly less damage protection, but better biotic and tech. Yeah, I think that's a fair trade. And then we can also throw on an extra module, and we'll go with... let's go with some more... I don't know, health regeneration? Medical interface. I think what we'll go for is maybe the... yeah, we'll go with extra health regen and toxic resistance. That'll be fine. Let's just double check. Yeah, 193 is fine. 160 can go to 190. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and... That's good enough at 195. And then I don't think we really need to be boosting anything else. Let's just go to 294. That'll be fine. There we go. That'll be a nice little upgrade. I think that should be relatively good. We'll go with the combat scanner as well. Alright, so that is all that we need. And let's go ahead and return to the Normandy. That should be a... yeah, that should be a pretty decent mission. So, with that, I think that's where we might call things for today. Yeah, we have a couple more people that we need to go ahead and chase on down, but I think we'll save that for tomorrow. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.